In Hawkins Falls, people say,
It's a funny pattern. We spend time making money, and we spend money killing time.
Hawkins Falls, a television novel that tells the story of life in small-town USA. Hawkins Falls is brought to you today by NBC.
What are you doing out here?
I got chased out of my office. Finney's in there painting it. I'll be with you in a minute, Mitch.
The smell of that stuff always gives me a headache. I don't see how you can stand it.
I wanted to see you a minute, Mitch.
I know, I got your message. What's up?
This woman newspaper reporter from the press service, this Miss Hendricks, she's been asking a lot of questions about you.
Yeah, I imagine she has. She doesn't believe Andy's psychic any more than you do, only she's not tried to make a phony out of me publicly.
The point is, she thinks she has a whale of a story in you, and she's obviously been checking up on you since you arrived in town a few years ago.
Well, I have nothing to hide. I don't care if she checks up on me.
Have you forgotten the circumstances of your arrival in Hawkins Falls?
No, not at all. Hey, what are you building here?
This could make quite a story if it got into the wrong hands and was handled the wrong way.
Oh, I get it. This is a little lesson in reporting, huh? You don't like the way I'm handling the Anderson story, so you're drawing a parallel. This could look bad if it got slanted the wrong way.
I don't mean that at all, but this woman is out to get you. I think she intends to explode the Anderson story and make you, as the originator of the story, look bad.
I can handle Miss Hendricks. Don't worry about me.
All right, Mitch. I just didn't want you to get hurt, that's all.
Well, it's a little late to be feeling that way, isn't it, after the statement you made about me and Anderson in my paper?
I think you and I have done enough bickering for a long time. Let's don't do any more now, please.
Oh, Mitch, they told me over at the paper that you were here. I've got to see you.
I'm going to be running along. This paint smell is starting to give me a headache, too.
Well, if you don't have a headache now, Doctor, I'm sure going to give you one. You said in that statement in that paper that I wasn't psychic. Well, I'm going to make you look pretty ridiculous before long.
Andy, I really don't want to argue the point anymore. I've already expressed my views on the subject. I'm sorry I had to do it the way I did, but you and Mitch gave me no choice. I'm tired. I'm going to call it a day.
Well, I think you'd want to hear this. I'm going to publicly prove that I do have psychic power.
Finney Zeitz is inside painting. I wouldn't stick around here too long if I were you. He seems to be using an awful lot of turpentine.
I always thought the doctor was such a nice fellow. Mitch, why did you print that statement about me in the paper?
Free speech walks a two-way street, Andy. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I want to show you something. Look over there.
Where?
That building across the street, the empty one.
Yeah, what about it?
2 stories high, right?
So?
From the roof of the building to the sidewalk below is about 25 or 30 feet, right?
Yeah, I guess that's about it. Why?
I had a dream last night. No, it wasn't really a dream. It was a vision of the future, you might say. Well, I had 2 visions, as a matter of fact. One was that Chicago would win the World Series this year, and the other one was that I jumped off the roof of that building with an umbrella and walked away perfectly unharmed.
I get it. Look, Andy, I thought I told you to stop making predictions for a while. Now, you've had pretty good luck so far, and we've gotten a lot of publicity. Let's ride on that for a while.
Chicago will win the World Series, all right.
That's fine. Personally, I'd be very happy about it.
And I am going to jump off the roof of that building with an umbrella and walk away perfectly unharmed.
Sure, come on. Walk me back to my office.
Oh, I'm going to do it, Mitch. That ought to stop these doubters like Dr. Corey.
Andy, you're kidding.
No, I'm perfectly serious.
Now, wait a minute.
I don't like to have my veracity questioned, Mitch. I take this statement by Dr. Corey in the paper as a direct insult. I intend to prove that when I foresee the future, I really see it. Now, is tomorrow morning all right? Does that give you time enough to get the newsreel and the television people?
Andy, this is crazy.
Oh, no harm in it at all. I'll be fine. Which is more than I can say for these people that have maligned me.
Look, you'd really do this, wouldn't you?
Oh, I definitely intend to.
Andy, sit down.
Why?
Come on, sit down. I was wrong. Floyd was right. I've really pulled a boner here.
I can't wait to see their faces when I jump off that roof and walk away perfectly unharmed.
Andy, you're not psychic.
What's that?
I rigged this whole thing to get publicity for the fair. Now, I thought it'd hold water if I could make you believe it, too. So I Well, I had Millie tell you that you were right about a few wild statements that you made, and I did the same thing. The whole thing is a gag.
Confidence. Let's not lose that, old friend.
Look, Andy, I'm telling you the truth. You're no more psychic than I am.
Now, Mitch, we both know the truth. And don't be so worried about it. I have foreseen this whole event. I won't even get a scratch. Now, at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Andy, will you be reasonable? The whole thing is phony. I'm telling you the truth.
I can't wait to see the faces of those spectators when I jump off that roof and walk away completely unharmed.
Darling,
What's that?
it's called milk, and it comes from cows.
Oh, I often wondered what it was and where it came from.
No, you don't. I want you to drink this.
Why?
Say, how did you ever get a license to practice medicine?
I bought it from a man I met in a dark alley one night. Changed some of the words on it to make it read medical degree. Originally, it said something about being best of show.
Here, drink.
But Lorna...
Drink. You know how your stomach reacts whenever you get aggravated. The past few days, you've been terribly upset.
Oh, I haven't been, really.
You've been tied up in knots, and you know it. Since when do you come home from the office in the middle of the afternoon and take a rest?
Well, Finney Zeitz has been painting my inner office.
Uh-huh. This fighting with Mitch that has you upset. Don't, Floyd. Seems to me you used to talk these things over with me.
I'm sorry, dear. I don't mean to be leaving you out of things. It's just that the more I talk about it, the more upset I seem to get.
Why don't we go to a movie tonight?
Good idea.
You know what I was thinking today? If this weather keeps up, we'll be getting out the outdoor barbecue before long. You were getting very good with the spare ribs at the end of the summer last year.
Very good. I thought I was pretty terrific.
I think you should settle for very good.
You don't believe in fooling your old man, do you?
Uh-uh. And I don't think he should try to fool me.
I'd give anything if none of this had ever happened. I hate arguments of all kinds, but when they're with Mitch, well, I know I'm right about this Anderson thing, yet I can't get mad enough at him to close him out.
Well, of course you can't, dear.
It's a weakness on my part. If you're going to have a disagreement with somebody, don't play the in-between the way I've been doing.
You're not playing any in-between, Floyd. You happen to be the kind of a man who can disagree with someone and yet respect that person's right to disagree with you.
Please don't make me something I'm not.
Didn't you just tell me I don't believe in fooling my old man?
What's playing at the movie?
Oh, some cowboy picture, I think.
Maybe that'll be the one where the Indians come out on top. I'm going upstairs, Jim.
You going to rest a while?
No, there's a report I should have written before I left the office. Better do it now and get it out of the way.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello, baby.
Daddy feel all right?
Oh, he's fine, dear. Now, let's get at that hair, shall we? What's it going to be this time? Braids, ponytail, or did you say you wanted curls?
Oh, I've changed my mind. I don't want it curly after all.
Oh?
Oscar says he likes the way my hair is. He says I look beguiling.
Is that so?
Mother, what does beguiling mean?
Didn't you ask Oscar?
Well, he didn't know what it meant either.
Well, I must say, Oscar chose a very good word, even though he doesn't know what it means. It means you look attractive, pretty. You know, fetching.
Fetching?
Attractive and pretty.
Oh.
Come on, get up here.
Mother, are you sure that Daddy does feel all right? Last night when I woke up and went downstairs to get a glass of water, he was sitting there, just sitting still looking at his hands. Are you sure his hands don't hurt him?
Oh, honey, your father has a lot on his mind. And when he sits quietly staring at his hands, it usually means he's deep in thought. But he's not sick, really.
I don't know how he could sit still when he has something on his mind. I never can.
Well, here now. You're going to wear this hair straight. We'd better give it a good brushing. Helps bring out the luster. Since when has Oscar been a steady boyfriend?
Since he bought me the soda yesterday.
You mean you let that influence you?
Oh, he didn't pay for it. I did. But he did buy it. At least he asked me to have the soda with him, and then told me he didn't have the money. See?
Not exactly.
Well, it's the same as buying it for me, only that he didn't have the money. But it's the same as buying it for me, because he asked me to have the soda with him. See?
I think I do.
Lona. Say, is Floyd here?
Oh, yes, Mitch. He's upstairs.
Well, I wonder if he'd see me a minute. We had a run-in a little while ago, but I gotta see him.
Sure, Mitch. Floyd, will you come down a minute, dear? Sweetheart. Why don't you run upstairs now? I'll be up in a minute.
It's because they don't want me to hear what you're going to talk about. Hi, Daddy.
Oh, baby. What's wrong, Mitch?
Plenty. This Anderson thing has gotten out of hand just the way you said it would. I don't know what's the matter with me, Floyd.
Will you please tell me what's happened?
He's going to kill himself in front of a crowd.
He's
What's
what?
that?
Well, he said he had a dream or a premonition, whatever you call it. He saw himself jumping off the roof of that vacant building across from your office. He jumped off with an umbrella and walked away completely unharmed. So he's going to do it at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning just to prove that he's psychic.
Oh, Mitch, you don't mean that.
Oh, this is utterly ridiculous.
Well, I talked until I was blue in the face, but he says nobody's going to talk him out of it. He means this, Floyd. He really means it.
Kitchens in Hawkins Falls are by General Electric. In Hawkins Falls, Lona Corey is Bernardine Flynn. Dr. Corey is Maurice Copeland. Mitch Fredericks is Jim Bannon. Nellie Corey is Bridget Daly Baslin. And Andy Anderson is Arthur Peterson. Your announcer is Wed Howard. We take you to Hawkins Falls each day, Monday through Friday at this same time. Come with us Monday, won't you? Hawkins Falls is created by Doug Johnson, written by Bill Barrett, directed today by Alan Beaumont, and produced by Ben Park. This program comes to you from Hawkins Falls by way of Chicago.
Ford Pavilion, there's a daydream corner called Mustang. This is the car that dreams are made of. So dream your own Mustang. Take your choice of a 6 or 3 V8s. Power steering, power brakes, automatic or standard transmission. Dozens of options. But as standard equipment, you get bucket seats, wall-to-wall carpeting, all vinyl upholstery, padded instrument panel, and full wheel covers. Even though Mustang is a dream, its low price is a beautiful reality. Test drive one right now at your Ford dealers in Pleasant Dreams.
Mustang. Mustang. Mustang is coming. Mustang is coming April 17th. The unexpected. The new Ford Mustang at your Ford dealers.
She's all sweets and bucket seats. Sweet 6-cylinder Mustang, power-packed and really stacked. Sweet 6-cylinder Mustang, low-gas diet made me try it. Sweet 6-cylinder Mustang, you're my kind of car. Yes, you really are. She's a root-toot-tootin', big 6-shootin', sweet 6-cylinder Mustang.
Why don't you come in and see what a terrific deal the Ford dealer will give you on a new Mustang? It's got all kinds, all colors, all options. Pick out any one you like. All except this one. This one's mine.
Sweet 6